Get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And Josh Hill has it.
Come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say Laddie or did he say Ladd?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say Laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard Laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Ladd,
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Brees will try again on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Here's Brees to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On first and 10, here's Brees. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air on second down. It's Brees. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 26 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And Selleck here, left side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Detroit! Back there in that field!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, a former 49er, Ted Ginn Jr. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's Ginn. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. Now Breeze. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. There they are moving now. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Take Carradine. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Armstead in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And now running right through it. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams down the stretch. So that was a big deal for them. Highest scoring offense in the NFL last 4 weeks of the season. But I loved last year's draft because they got good play from those guys. Solomon Thomas in the first round. Reuben Foster in the first round, the linebacker. Trent Taylor, wide receiver. And Akello Witherspoon, cornerback. Some building blocks as they move forward.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And a give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 51 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers. Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Now Breeze throwing on second down. The offensive group. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. Over the end line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets us with all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now Gold for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now Breeze lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got room. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 66 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun! Leopard!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Good! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Leopard.
In motion left, the tight end. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hurry up, over. Watching that, gun.
Play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ginn has it complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Take Carradine in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll look to throw. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 25. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Breeze to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw, Breeze. Flushed out right. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with time running out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Second down now after the incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
Skateboard.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up